is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at my new job, UDO. We've got buses, we've got vans, we've got ambulances, but today we're going to be doing a tour of Blue Dream, the van that I'm working on, with Dave and Cody, so let's check it out.
Hey, I'm Dave with UDO Vans. This is the current project called Blue Dream. Let's check it out. So we Raptor linered this. Cody painted it to give it some body armor and give it some nice color. And I've incorporated some of this blue into some epoxy panels inside as well, which I'll show you in a minute. This thing is two-wheel drive, but it's kitted out for anything. It's got boxes on the back, lights, lifted, bigger wheels put on, aftermarket wheels put on, gas tanks, everything. It's got everything. Something that you won't see on older vans is flares, and we have installed some flares on this one to give you a little more room in the bed zone. This is the galley here. You can see, well, the refrigerator goes here. It's a chest style refrigerator that pulls out, and we did some bamboo ply for door faces and drawer faces, and purple heart to kind of contrast with the bamboo. I really like the contrast a lot. And then some crazy space lighting here, which is changeable to all different modes, colors. You can sync it with music, Bluetooth. Possibilities are endless. And also the counter and backsplash, we did epoxy panels. I painted the ply black and then poured clear epoxy over it, and took some of the paint from the exterior, the blue paint, and drug it through and kind of made some swirls. It's a little hard to see right here, but you can see in the flare panel all this blue sparkly madness that's going on. Thought it was a cool little accent and detail to kind of incorporate and tie in the outside to the inside. So here we have a toilet. It's gonna also be a bench and a flip-up shower. So the lid will flip up, you'll be able to hang a curtain, and there'll be a shower head behind so you can shower in this as well. I'm also going to coat the inside of this with the same style epoxy panels that I did for the counter, backsplash, and flare spaces here. You won't see it, so I don't think it'll be too overbearing until you open it up, and it'll kind of match the rest of the rig right here. Composting toilet, and then this will be the water cabinet. Essentially, it'll house the hot water heater, which runs off propane in here. It's not electric. And shower head, like I said. And then this is pretty much the bed from there back. So the bed in here is pretty big. It's 6 feet this way, and also about 6 foot 3 to 4 inches this way, so you can lay either way comfortably. And then there's an insert here that is removable. It's kind of a surf safari rig, so you don't necessarily want a bed in here all the time, especially if you're trying to pack boards and a bunch of other gear in here. It's nice to kind of have the pass through. But like I said, you can lay down your way in here. Ah! Ooh! Yeah, that's nice. So the ceiling is a mix between fabric, which also matches the headliner, and some door panels here. And I also thought the bamboo was a nice contrast, bringing it up into the ceiling so it's not just a carpet surrounding you over your head on the sides. I think it's, again, a nice little detail. This one, I did some screws spaced out evenly. I like the look, and I think it suits this rig nicely. This will be a bamboo shelf as well, and this will all pretty much be bamboo with some black and fabric incorporated in as well. This right here is the signature UDO airlock cabinet. I've never seen a cylindrical cabinet inside of a van before, and I've had this idea for about a year now, so this is the first rig that we're putting it in, but we are going to be building these in two sizes: a 12-inch, which is this one, 16-inch, and also 4 foot wide and 5 foot wide. I'm going to offer for sale by themselves so you can install them. These brackets right here are threaded tubing and pipe that I just kind of mocked up. I am having custom brackets that are going to be made specifically for these by my welder and fabricator. So the next ones, we will be showing those off, and they'll be available with the cabinet. This cabinet is Purple Heart and bamboo to match this van, but we can make it out of any wood, laminate it. The possibilities with this are also endless. I like to keep an open book. Speaking of opening, let's open it up. Also, the lighting too is something that isn't going to be incorporated in all of them. It's an option. There's some customizable options like wood, lighting. If you want a flat shelf in here, we can add a flat shelf, hardware, those kinds of things. But it gives you enough storage to stack a good amount of clothes in here, and that gives you this basin so nothing will roll out on you. And I think that, of course, this is going to be tucked away and hidden nicely. Not quite finished. But I really like this. I think it just adds a really cool detail to the van that I haven't seen before. Vans, in my opinion, tend to be very boxy, square, angular, so it softens it up a little bit, which I think is important for a small space to not feel so boxed in. I want to try to create rigs that are simplistic in their systems. So in this rig, we're going to run everything off of this Anchor solar generator, the 757, and kind of test it out and see if it'll power everything and how long it'll power everything. So this is somewhat of a prototype, but I'm interested to see if this unit will take care of our needs. It's going to power the igniter for the stove, refrigerator, lights, and a fan for the toilet, and that's pretty much it. So we're hoping that it'll hold up. If not, they make a bigger unit, so we can install that too. I've left plenty of room in here. Also, this is not finished. Everything will be paneled with the fuse box installed neatly on the back. There will be a diesel heater in here as well to heat the vehicle, and you can take this out, take it with you. I like the idea of not having to have a permanent system in here and having multiple uses for this. Say if you want to work and go cut wood, or run a blender outside, anything like that, you're able to take this unit out and kind of put it back in. There's going to be solar panels on the roof that will charge this, as well as we have the solar panel book that you can put out anywhere you want. So this is not tied into the rig permanently. You can put it in your other vehicle, take it with you. So the idea is to have just multi-use and serve many purposes. The idea and vision behind UDO is to kind of create off-the-wall, unique rigs with different lighting features, different styles of cabinets like this round cabinet, and just kind of do something different, because I see, for the most part, the same style of rig being built by most people, so I wanted to kind of step in and offer something it's different, it's unique, it gives other people a chance to see their visions come to life rather than staying within certain guidelines. I want to just do crazy stuff in these rigs. Any idea anybody has, bring it to me and I'll make it come to life. This is definitely my passion. I love this. This is what building has led me to at this point, because I like how much creative freedom you can have within these vans. It's challenging, and that's why I think it's important to create a very unique atmosphere and not do the same thing that your neighbor is doing. It's something that's been done repetitively over and over again. So that's what we're trying to do. All different vehicles. We're not sticking to sprinters, we're not sticking to ambulances, nothing. We'll take any vehicle and make a custom rig out of it that nobody's ever seen anything like it. If anybody is interested in a build, I offer free consultations. You can email me at gnarpenter@gmail.com or hit me up on my Instagram, UDO_vans, and I'm more than happy to speak with you about any ideas you have, and hopefully we can work something out and make a crazy, gnarly ass van.
All right, everybody, there you have it. If you want to reach out to Dave, it is gnarpenter@gmail.com. But this shop is dope. They're doing sweet things. I'm working on this ambulance soon. It's going to be even cooler than cool. So I will see you guys in the next video.